of our Father Indigo, a big dog. Give everybody a chance to get notified for about 2 minutes or so. Thank you to the moderators already here. We appreciate you. Gonna go ahead and get started. Just so we understand, I saw some brother here saying I got some catching up to do. This is not a time to fall off. Really, there's nothing more important than this truth at this point. People shouldn't be falling off because there's really nothing else of importance going on in this world. We have to work and tarry and do the things that we must do to survive in this environment. But our priority should be just doing just enough to get by in this reality right now. But our vast majority of our efforts should be concentrating on the will of the Most High, watching the Father, watching the Mother, watching our big brother do work right now. Because everything that they're doing is staged. Everything they're doing is fake. All they're trying to do is just keep the people in those frogs in that boiling water, just to stay there for the last couple of seconds until they're gone. Look again, real quick, because there was more information that came out about Biden yesterday and pardoning his son. Someone was saying that, I think it was redacted, that when he pardoned him all the way back to 2014. So any crimes this guy committed from 2014 for the last 10 years till now, he got pardoned for. And again, see, that's what you guys have been wanting to do. Go back and pardon any crimes in your past. You want to go back and pardon all crimes of your past, your ancestors' crimes. You want to make sure that you're the ones that can pardon these crimes. You're the only ones. You don't have to go to the people that you've wronged and get forgiveness for them. You seem to think that you can just say you're pardoned and that's it. And you don't have to go and actually, go to the people that you wronged and get forgiveness from them. See, this is the whole situation. This exposes you guys. You want to play God. You've been playing God. You've been playing God. You've been playing, the judge, the executioner. But see, when our people, you signed up all these crime bills to lock our people up for any little petty thing, and never had and never gave us any mercy. But you think here at the end that you can go back and retro all the mercy you want, however far back you want to. You weren't even in office 10 years ago, Joe. You weren't even president. How in the hell do you get to go and pardon people's, crimes when you weren't even the president. You see, like, the hypocrisy of it all. But see, and then you got these fake people popping up, wanting to play like, oh my God, I can't believe this is horrible. Don't you vassals, don't try to sit here and play. That stuff is not going to work anymore. See, those spells don't work anymore. As you know, if you watch The Prince of Egypt, you're playing with the big boys now. And you are not the big boys. You are not the ones the Most High deals with. You guys are not the ones, because see, really, to be a true magician, to really have true power, you have to know who the Most High is. If you do not know who the Most High is, you really don't have any power to even be out here acting like you have magic and you have power. Because it's so long. See, now this is the whole thing. The Most High put this on me yesterday. I was going to bring it all together right now. Is you got all these astrologers who have all this knowledge. You have all these people who have all this knowledge. You have all these scientists have all this knowledge. Historians, theologians have all this power, knowledge, supposedly. But not one of them can tell you who the true Israelites are. Now, it's not that they can't, they won't. So how can you supposedly know all these things about astrology, all these things about the stars and all the houses and this and that and the decans and blah, 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 but you don't know who the Most High's children are? So see, all of those stars and all of that astrology all revolves around the Most High's chosen people. But if you don't know who he's talking to, then therefore you cannot have power. You do not have power. So just like in Egypt, the Pharaoh had his magicians. But once Moses was really starting to be used and those 10 plagues were coming, if you watch the Prince of Egypt, you see how when the plagues were hitting, they were hitting those magicians too. At first, the magicians were doing their little tricks to make it seem like they could replicate what was going on, what Moses was bringing. But see, that's because Moses wasn't, using the full power that he had at his disposal. So therefore, these magicians could kind of, trick people and trick the Pharaoh into thinking that he was able to do a lot of the same things. But once Moses really understood the strength that he had behind him, and the Most High started bringing those real plagues, all of a sudden those magicians were under the same curses just like everyone else. So the fact that none of you will admit that we are the sons and daughters of the Most High proves that you have no true power. That is why you are trying your best to trick us into giving you or giving them our power, because they have none. Even though they have our books, they have the words, they have this, they have that. If they don't know who the Most High is, they really don't have any power. Now, I'm going to play something. I set up a quick little TikTok account, but I'm not, setting up any videos or anything right now on that. What I'm doing is just getting information off of it, videos sent to me, things like that, so I can actually just get information over there. Now, brother Moriel sent me a video, and I want to show you this, because these guys are making videos about, well, these people are all calling themselves apostles now. All these pastors, how do they have the authority to do that? Things we've been saying forever. How the hell do you guys have authority over anything? But see, you guys are taking authority that never belonged to you. So I want to play this real quick. Come on, you Europeans. You've been taking authority. Now all of a sudden y'all want to play like, oh, who gave you guys authority for this and the majority for that? You guys have never had authority. You just had it for a time when we were under the curses, but no more. Okay? So let's check this out real quick.
An apostle.
We are here today, Pastor Greg, Pastor Ty.
Hold on.
Is Greg Locke an apostle?
We are here today, Pastor Greg, Pastor Ty. Today also to say Apostle Greg. Apostle Ty. Pastor Mike Signorelli gave a word at the end of the National Deliverance Conference. Something was conceived in the spirit that today we're giving birth to.
Stop it. Get some help.
And so today is the official apostolic installation service.
The Holy Nope, episode 326, features the apostolic installation service of Greg Locke, who, according to these people, is an apostle now. Where does one get the authority to decide who becomes an apostle, and is Greg Locke qualified?
Anybody else want to play games before I get to preaching? Huh? You better go ahead and do it right now. Because it's going to be twice as bad here in a few minutes. You do it while I'm preaching. I'll take this microphone and bust you in the mouth with it in the name of God.
I want to turn your attention to Acts chapter 1, verses 1 and 2. The first account I composed, Theophilus, about all that Jesus began to do and teach until the day when he was taken up to heaven, after he had by the Holy Spirit given orders to the apostles whom he had chosen. Now all the cool kids these days calling themselves apostles. Apostle Catherine Crick, Apostle Alexander Pagani, Apostle Bill Johnson, and now Apostle Greg Locke.
I'm telling you, your kid could be demonized and attacked, but your doctor calls it autism.
But all of a sudden now you guys are questioning the authority. You're questioning the authority all of a sudden. Why I've been saying, where is your authority for saying we only have 66 books? Where is your authority to say we only have 80 books? Where is your authority that Jesus is Caesarea Borgia? But see, now you guys want to play games and act as if somehow now this is something new. You guys still are giving the church your authority. You're still letting them have authority. But see, this goes not only with these Europeans and these churches, but it also goes with you vassals. You vassals have also, gotten your authority from the Europeans who supposedly destroyed you. But why? And I'm going to show you guys another one real quick. Well, let me get it real quick. So shared with me a couple days ago, and it's just like, you guys have no problem giving these people your authority and everything else for all this time. This one right here was shared. This is a great one right here.
All right, you guys.
Talking about this here in 1990, okay, and giving. Well, you just gotta listen to it real quick.
We are going to get into the NAGPRA that was signed in 1990, giving Native Americans permission to claim artifacts and remains with no evidence or DNA connection. Now, before I begin this video, I want to clarify that this is for educational purposes only. I do not condone any hate speech, and we're just going to discuss this act that went into effect in 1990, and we're going to highlight some key points here in regards to the act. So this law, it basically granted Native American tribes the right to claim ancient remains that did not require any sort of DNA evidence. Oral history is one of the main things that is used. So none of these tribes have to prove any sort of direct genetic link at all. And instead, they can establish what is called cultural affiliation, just based on different forms of evidence. So here you can see that they don't need any proof at all to claim any sort of historical evidence or affiliate themselves. Oral history is granted for them to claim who their ancestors are, and they can request for remains to be returned to them with no genetic link at all. Now what I'm going to show you guys is, I'm going to show you guys where this was put into the U.S. State Code. So in the statutory provisions, under 25 USC Code 3005A, and I actually pulled it up on the Cornell website that I'm getting ready to show you guys now, it backs up everything that I'm saying, where they allow them to claim remains based on what is considered to be cultural affiliation. So if you want to see what that is, you can go through all the different lists. But now what I want to do is, once I show you guys where this is at on Cornell, give me just a second. Here it is. So now I'm going to show you guys a court case.
And I guess someone kind of contested it for some remains that were like 8,088, some remains that were like 8,500 years old, and he wanted to actually do tests on it. And he was, pretty much highlighting the fact that these people don't have any connection whatsoever to this, to these remains. But see, you natives, you pretendians over here, you guys want to act all like, the white man did this, return that. But you go right underneath him and you give him your authority over everything that you do. You know what I'm saying? So let me see real fast.
And Jacob named
Seriously.
Him Benjamin.
Hold on, family. So this is the this is what I have right here. So if you want to actually go ahead and send me some stuff, friend me and send me some videos and whatever else that you guys are seeing, there at the bottom is what I'm going by right there. Okay, so you guys can take a look at that if you would like to. At 6 no WW3, no World War 3. So like I said, I'm not doing any videos over there right now, but if you guys want to share some information or hit me up and whatever else, I can check. I can follow your guys' channel so I can look at your guys' videos. That'll be beautiful as well. But the whole thing is that you can see you guys don't have any power. Your power has been stripped from you. If you really did have power, then why would you need black people to vote so bad? Why were you guys always going after us to try to participate in your system? You know, you're putting out all these stories in order to try to get a rise out of us, to get our energy towards you. So none of that stuff is going to work anymore because your power has been broken. Your staff is broken. You are exposed out here. The emperor has no clothes anymore. You see what I'm saying? Like, you Native Americans since 1990. So that's why these people have been walking around in front of us. That's why when we are starting to claim our heritage back, they really can't go against it. They can make their videos saying certain things that are trying to steal their heritage. But look, in 1990, the white man allowed you to claim artifacts, bones, things of historical nature with no proof whatsoever. Who gave you that authority? Did the Most High give you that authority? No. The white man gave you that authority. The Europeans gave you that authority. You people in the churches, all of a sudden now you got people, hey man, you guys set the system up so people can call themselves whatever they want. If they want to call themselves apostles, they can do that because you've claimed to be the Christians and you're not even Christians. The original Christians were black people. They were referred to as niggers. Nigers, you guys want to say it, but the original Christians were considered niggers. Are you guys that? No, you guys say that is like the worst thing you can be. The original Christians were considered Niger, niggers, whatever else. But you taking that word and applied it to the so-called white man. You've applied that word to white Jesus, Cesare Borgia, followers of Cesare. But the true followers of Yahushua were, as you want to call them, niggers, Niger, black people. But see, all of this is now all out in the open. There's no way for you to hide anymore. Because those spells of being able to hide behind the lies is done. And now you're all out here exposed. And I said they don't grow and never are going to grow. So just like you said, that guy trying to act all, oh my God, I can't believe who gave these guys authority for this. Jesus gave he gave the authority for the apostles. Yeah, but you guys gave the Pope the power to say, who's a saint and who's not, what you read and what you can't read, what's acceptable and what's not acceptable, how his priests can go ahead and have sex with children and get away with it, and you don't say a word about it. That's all the power of the Pope. That's all the power that you've given over to the Pope. When you made a covenant with them, you vomited up your wisdom and you vomited up your opportunity to read and process information and make changes. You cannot do that. And that is why now, when Biden pardons his son, you really don't say much about it. You might say a couple words, but you fall your ass right back in line because you know that you don't have the authority to do anything about it. You don't have any authority to say otherwise. And Trump is no different. I saw that there's a video from Charlemagne the God, and it was like he's all of a sudden now going against the Democrats. He's pissed off and going at the Democrats hard. Yeah. All of a sudden now, see, it's what you do before you see the light. See, this is why we're talking about even like supporting anyone in this truth that is bringing knowledge and understanding, because it's what you do before the Most High exposes the truth. It's, do you have faith before the Most High shows you 100%? Because see, eventually when the Most High shows you 100%, everyone is going to fall in line. It's, what did you do before I showed you everything? Have you moved in faith? Have you had action in faith before I showed you everything? That goes for Israelites, that goes for Gentiles as well. It's one thing to say you believe this and whatever else, but then you show no action. It's now show actions before the Most High opens up everything so everyone sees the truth. Everyone is going to bow down to the Most High and his people. Everyone is going to return what was taken from the Most High's people. So see, what the Most High is telling you now is show actions before that. That is, and that goes for Israelites and Gentiles alike. Show actions before the Most High exposes everything. So I want to say a prayer to everyone out here that's listening, that's in this truth, that's, you know, that's following the Most High. I want to say a special prayer and a thank you to everyone that supports all the people, supports all the Israelites here and in this awakening. We appreciate you. Much love. Most High's blessings to all that are here in this truth. And they're actually, you know, now, you know, putting actions behind their words and their thoughts. Much love, family. Shalom.